everyone, and welcome to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Jess Burton, and tonight we're at Richard H. Rocket Arena on the campus of Salem State University as the 8th seed Headers boys hockey team takes on the 9th seed Dracut Middies in the round of 16 of the MIAA Division III state tournament. The contest today is brought to you by the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association. This association is responsible for governing, coordinating, and promoting educational athletics and aims to provide student athletes with the best high school experience possible. The MIAA stresses the values of interscholastic athletics from discipline and commitment to sportsmanship and teamwork. Visit the MIAA website today at MIAA.net and explore all they have to offer. We are ready to go in the round of 16, and the Headers might have their handful with the Dracut Tingsboro Dual Town team, ranked 9th in the state in Division III. They have won 11 in a row. The pressure is on the reigning state champs in Division III to get the job done like they did the other night in the round of 32, winning the game and propelling them into this round with 6 seconds left on a Crew Monaco late goal, and we are underway. This should be an exciting one between two high-powered offenses. The Headers coming with 74 goals for, 34 goals against. And Dracut, on that 11-game win streak, just beat North Quincy, the number 24 seed in the round of 32, 8-1. They have 98 goals scored this season, have only allowed 37. So Leo Burge in net, the captain for the Headers, going to have to be on the top of his game. On the other end, for Dracut, they have a three-year starting goalie in net by the name of Connor Cole, with 1,000 career saves. Could be a goaltending battle or it could be a high-scoring affair. We will find out as the game goes on, but this sure should be a fun one. It's played down to the Dracut end, about 45 seconds in. Now they'll take it on offense, just above the face-off circle and flipped over the net into the near corner. The starting five out there for the visitors: Matthew Lesniak, he's a defender, but he can put the puck in the net. Thomas Jackson, Chris Wilkie, one of their top scorers. Drew DeRoss, son of head coach Jeff DeRoss, he is their leading goal scorer, and Bo Blakely. And for Marblehead, Sean Dolan, the captain, with Will Sullivan, Ivan Radovsky, London McDonald, their top goal scorer on the season, 15 goals to go along with 15 assists, and Jimmy Ryan. And of course, we will keep our eyes out for Kyle Hart and Crew Monaco, the heroes from the last game. McDonald gets his stick on the puck. It's played into the corner. Back out to the blue line, where Ryan gets just a piece of the puck. Not enough of it to really get a shot off. And Dracut takes it, sends it down towards Burge, slaps it aside, and we have our first whistle of the game. Pretty big hit in the corner as Vigilant and Monaco collide. Dracut comes out with it, but can't get it across center ice. Teddy Dulac intercepts the pass and sends it in. This is Castango. His shot is blocked. Burge comes out of the crease, knocks it away. Headers can't clear. Another quick shot. Caught Laramie on the way through it, got to Burge, and he makes the stop. And the puck rolls on its end down the length of the ice. Ben Haubner goes to get it. Ben Haubner wears 3. Jake Haubner wears 16. They're twins. You'll hear me say that name quite often tonight for the visitors, as it's played out in front. A nice pass set up from Kyle Hart. But the Headers couldn't get the shot off from the slot. Kyle Hart's stick goes airborne. A hard shot from Jackson. Burge makes another save. Flipped up ahead by Radovsky. The pass broken up, sent beneath Burge. The clear attempt for the headers, broken up by Lesniak. Spinning and sending it across ice in the defensive end is Bo Blakely. Now across the blue line comes Dracut, and a nice job by the headers to shut down their momentum. Sullivan trying to push it up ahead. Panagakis stops him. McDonald battles forward along the far boards with Wilkie. Sent across, Laramie keeps it in. In the far corner, right around the referee, Holden Ferreira comes in as backup, able to jar the puck loose. Dracut initially had trouble clearing, but they eventually do, but they ice the puck in the process. 4.5 minutes in, we're scoreless. Good pace to this one between the 8 seed and the 9 seed in Division 3. Dracut, one of the hottest teams around. They've won 11 straight games, including the 8-1 win in the round of 32. The Headers started the season as maybe the hottest team in the state. Started the year 15-2-1 before losing their last 3 games in the regular season and snapping that losing streak in the first round of the tournament. As I mentioned, the Headers won that game with 6 seconds left on the Crew Monaco goal. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that. So they won that in dramatic fashion, and there was no dramatics for Dracut, winning 8-1 in convincing fashion against North Quincy. Some heavy hitting along the far boards. A couple players get dumped down. That pass out of reach of Lennon McDonald. Played in the corner by Sullivan. He can't get it back to Lennon McDonald. The Headers play it back in. The defense for Dracut goes to get it. Number 21, Dylan Preston, lost his footing. The pass intended for him indirectly off the boards. But because he fell down, it ends up being icing. The winner of this game will play either the number 1 seed Nauset, undefeated this year. Could be a potential rematch of the state final between Marblehead and Nauset, or number 16 Danvers, if they are able to take down Nauset in their game tonight. In my opinion, I doubt that happens, but we'll see how the bracket shakes out. But what a game that would be in the round of 8. Here's a turnover. It goes to Hart. He fires wide of the post. Bad turnover. Great look by Hart, but he couldn't finish. Hopefully this is not a look-ahead spot for the Headers, knowing Nauset is potentially on deck for them. They have to take care of business here tonight. As a shot comes from almost center ice, it's gloved by Cole. He waits and waits and waits, and finally a whistle comes to set up a faceoff. So I mentioned McDonald, 15 goals, 15 assists this year. Kyle Hart also has 15 goals and 21 assists. First in assists on the North Shore is Hart, 4th in points, 7th in goals, while McDonald is 6th in points. Tied now with Hart in that goal category, as this is brought from behind the net by Wyman. Wyman tried to shove it home on the near post. The net did get dislodged from its bearings, the referee will fix it without stopping play. Here's a rebound, and Burge makes the stop. Quick transition play from Dracut. They get 2 shots on Burge, and up for the challenge on both of them. Excellent adjustment by the potential NEC MVP. Burge, a captain this season with Hart, Monaco, and Sean Dolan, who's an excellent defender. Dolan was 11th this season on the North Shore in defensive points with 1 goal and 10 assists. .753 left in the first period. A packed house here in Rocket Arena. Both teams' fan bases very well represented. It is a blackout for the Headers. They've shed the togas. Luckily, they've kept clothes on underneath it. They've now wearing all black for tonight's game. And on the other end, it's red, white, and blue night for Dracut. They sung along to the national anthem, sung beautifully by MHS student Lonnie Gilmore. They felt it proper with their attire. Both goals having trouble staying on their respective spots. They'll set up another face-off with 7:35. Won by the Headers, but kept in by Dracut initially. A great block by Radovsky. He's off and running. He tries to shake the defender, but a nice poke check by Ben Haubner knocks the puck away. An excellent chance for the hero last year in the state final, Ivan Radovsky. In the game they won 1-0. He was the only goal scorer. That was a good chance, but a better play by Haubner to knock it away. Strong hit along the far boards, jars the puck loose. The Headers are able to clear it, ceiling high, drops beneath the blue line in their attacking end. Hart and McDonald fighting for it, but Drake able to get a stick on it and clear it towards center ice before it's dropped back in beneath the goal line by the Headers. Strong pass, tape to tape, leads Lesniak up ice. His shot stopped by Burge, sent into the corner. It gets to the blue line. It's flipped back beneath Burge, and Monaco is there. I mean, that was Dolan that was back there, and Monaco tapped it forward. But Dracut is going end-to-end very quickly right now. The Headers have not had a solid offensive zone possession yet. Dracut has controlled the zone. There's another shot on Burge that he makes a leg stop on. Wyman has it knocked away by the big defender on the back end, Chris Wilkie. I mean, that's Blakely back there. Burge, another stick save. Leo seen the puck well early on in this contest. And with 98 goals scored this season by Dracut, you can expect Burge is going to have a busy night. There's another one that's blocked. Ends up at the feet of Dolan. It gets right back to Haubner, and he shoots it wide. This is flung in from the neutral zone. It hits Dolan. He drops it down and clears it. A fast-paced first period. We'll play 3 15-minute periods. There's a pass into the circle. McDonald has it on the backhand. He spins, looks across to the far post, and Radovsky can't tap it in. And potential penalty coming here. We'll see. Sullivan took a shot from the back after the whistle, and they will escort number 17, Chad Vigiant, to the box, and the Headers are going on the power play. Vigilant losing his cool a little bit on that play. Shoving Sullivan after the whistle. We'll see if the Headers can cash in here. They had an open net right before the whistle blew. Radovsky couldn't put it home, but now they're up a man. Cross-checking obviously is the call. Here's Hart across the blue line. Gets it on the backhand, fires, there's a rebound loose in front. Monaco can't finish. It's cleared. Well, now the Headers are putting it on Cole as the Middies have put it on Burge through the first 10 minutes or so. Headers trying to find some momentum. Here's McDonald. Wraps around. Stays with it. Eyes towards the blue line. He is gliding through the ice. They'll do it again. Ends up behind the goal line. Continues to maintain possession. Across the Hart. Back to McDonald. He shoots wide. Rebound. They put it in. Crew Monaco makes it 1-0. Well, he ended it the other night, and he starts it tonight. McDonald lulled him to sleep, spinning around from behind the net, out in front, back behind, ended up taking the shot. Cole couldn't make the clean save. And Monaco finishes it. A wide open net and easy tap in. It's 1-0 Headers. Hart's 16th goal of the season. McDonald's 16th assist. And that is huge for the Headers to get out to a lead here tonight. Again, came into the playoffs on the 3-game losing streak, allowing a bunch of goals, more than they had all season. Also got shut out in their final regular season game, something that hadn't happened to them all season. They were forced down to the final seconds in the round of 32 against the team, Blackstone Valley Tech, that they should have had the advantage on. Now they pop out to the early lead here tonight. That's exactly what they need against a very tough Dracut team. .240 left in the first. 1-0 Headers. Pass up ahead to Wyman. He'll dump it in. McDonald will chase it down in the near corner. He meets Jackson there. Radovsky in to help. Now Dracut brings it back across the timeline. Sent indirect off the boards in front of the Headers bench. 2-on-1 potentially here for the Headers. Kyle Hart trying to weave across the defense. Fans want a trip, they won't get one. Play continues. Dolan slaps the puck back into the attacking zone for the Headers. That caught Gallows' stick on the return back down ice by Dracut Tingsboro. You see the D and T on the powder blue jerseys, this dual town team that has won 10 in a row, or excuse me, 11 in a row, including the playoff game. Finished the year 16-2-2. Very similar records between these two teams. That's why they ended up 8-9 in the bracket. As we expected, a fast-paced, competitive game here in the first. But the Headers are out to the early lead. We'll have a face-off here in the neutral zone with 1:24 left before the first intermission. And when I say this place is packed, I mean it is packed, standing room only. Second floor is full. We are up on the third level, and there's probably about 100 people up here. A great turnout for these two schools to battle it out for a spot in the Elite Eight. And a chance again to take down the #1 seed Nauset, potentially, if Danvers doesn't upset them in the next round. And you know Marblehead wants another crack at him after beating them last year to win the state championship. Nauset probably licking their lips as well, want a chance at the Headers. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. Headers got to take care of business tonight. They have the lead. Radovsky bringing it back in, looking out in middle, just overshoots McDonald, but it finds Hart. He has it taken away. Final seconds here in the first. A breakaway for Dracut, and they send it wide of the near post. A sizzling wrist shot from DeRoss goes by and off the glass. Hart gets around Lesniak, 1-on-4 as he crosses the blue line, so he pushes it in. 10 seconds left in the period. The Headers fire away one more time. It's redirected in, but it will not count. Cole knew the time on the clock, and that went in about a second after the horn sounded to end the first period. And I'll tell you right now, looking at the body language between the two teams, Dracut already looks exhausted, and the Headers look confident. We'll take a 10-minute break and come back for the second, but before we go, a message from the MIAA. They would like to remind you that high school sports provide an extension of the classroom where students learn to pursue excellence, the value of working with others toward a common goal, playing within the structure of established rules, discipline, loyalty, and emotional control. The MIAA urges you to demonstrate your support for these values and for our young people by attending high school competitions in your community. We'll be back with period 2. I'm Jess Burton, and you're watching MHS Sports on MHTV.
This is Crew Monaco, captain of the Headers Hawk team, and you're watching MHS Sports on MHTV. Now back to the game.
Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV in the round of 16 in the MIAA Division III tournament. The Headers lead it 1-0 after the first period on the Kyle Hart goal set up by London McDonald over Dracut Tingsboro. Teams have switched ends for the second period. The Headers will be shooting down the right side of the ice. Dracut attacking their bench side down the left side. 15 minutes on the clock. And in front of a packed Rocket Arena on the campus of Salem State, we are ready for period number 2. Headers win the opening draw, but it's caught and sent in by Matthew Lesniak, one of the leading scorers, although he plays defense for Dracut. And then the Headers clear it calmly. Dolan collects, sends it past to Monaco. He dumps it in with the backhand, spins around in the near boards. The pass towards center ice. DeRoss got it off his stick quickly, leading Lesniak. Listed as a defender, it looks like he's playing more offense tonight though. That is fired from the center timeline off the blocker of Burge. Vigilant with the shot, and Vigilant is the one who committed the penalty that allowed the power play goal for the Headers to take the lead. Now played from beneath the goal line and up into the slot. And a whistle stops play because once again, The goal comes off its post. If you take a look at the goal, it is just off the painted outline of the crease. In high school, the goal is a bit smaller than at the collegiate and professional level. There's a turnover by the Headers. And does it come off again? It did, as Burge made the save. And an excellent save at that. As Jake Halbner trying to beat Burge blocker side. And he was very close. Head coach for Dracut, Jeff DeRoss, calling the official over, wanting an explanation on something. So we have a pause in action. For now, the Headers have stifled this high-powered Dracut offense. 98 goals scored so far this season for the Dracut Middies. And we thought the Headers had a high-powered offense. Dracut has outscored them by 24 on the year, beating North Quincy 8-1 in the previous round, while the Headers struggled with their matchup with Blackstone Valley Tech, winning in the final seconds as Burge makes another stop, but another bad turnover by the Headers, and hopefully this doesn't cost them, but they continue to do it. They're giving the puck away in their own end here in the opening minutes of the second, and they need to be sharper. A student section for the Headers comes to life as Monaco plays it off the boards. His pass intended for Gallo. It ends up behind the net. Monaco, again, I've said it every broadcast, he loves hitting people. Lays a check into one of the Dracut players behind the net. A collision and a bunch of players caught up in front of the Marblehead bench. The puck frees up for a shot for Chad Vigniant, trying to make up for the penalty he committed that has allowed the Headers to take the 1-0 lead. Burge makes the save. Gallo back the other way. Short pass to Hart. And we have a penalty called on the back end. And the Marblehead student section erupts, which means the penalty is going against Dracut. And Christos Panagakis is very, very unhappy with the call. So unhappy that he can't close the door behind him. Number 6 in the box for 2 minutes. The second penalty of the game against Dracut. The Headers cashed in on the first power play. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Down low, sent across. Hart with a tough angle, but he had a wide open net, but he sent it off the back of Connor Cole. He gets it back, sends it across to the near post, and Radovsky misses wide. So Hart didn't put enough of an angle on it. Radovsky puts too much of an angle on it. Those two connect here on the pass, looking for McDonald on the near post, and they overshoot him, but London should have had that one. A couple of potential easy tap-ins spoiled by the Headers. McDonald shoots from low in the face-off circle, and Cole, a 1,000 save man, 3-year starter for Dracut, makes the stop, and the Middies are able to clear. Monaco patient beneath the goal line, but you can't be overly patient because there's only 50 seconds left on the power play. A quick shot from Hart, basically a no-look shot, ends up in the near corner. McDonald fighting to keep it in the zone, he does. Right across the blue line to Hart, trying to feed Radovsky. Ends up off a defenseman's stick. And oh my goodness, what a play by Ben Halbner to keep that out of the net. They had Cole beat. Haubner playing goalie for a moment, scoops it out of the net just above the goal line to keep it a 1-goal game. Outstanding play by Haubner. That was centimeters from being 2-0. Here's a rip by Dolan and a save made by Cole. My goodness, Dracut really lucked out there. Face-off won by the Headers, but it splits the back end of the Headers line and clears, and that will kill the power play opportunity. A drive from Dracut and Drew DeRoss. Burge makes the stop. I mentioned in the first period, Leo should win NEC MVP for his efforts this season. Second on the North Shore with now 16 wins on the year. Third in goals against and first in shutouts. He's got 7 of them, and he's shut out the high-powered Middies offense so far tonight. Now we're gonna have a penalty going against the Headers for a trip behind the net. So the teams will exchange power plays here in the opening 5 minutes of the second period. And it's gonna be Noah Feingold heading to the box. Well, last year, the Headers' run to the state final and state championship started right here in Rocket Arena with a 7-2 win over Foxborough in the round of 32. Then they beat Methuen, who is another good team this season, 2-1 in the round of 16. Then went on the road and beat Scituate, who's ranked number 4 in Division 3 again this year, also by the same score, 2-1. And Feingold was the hero in that one. He scored his first career goal to win the game against Scituate in last year's round of 8. Scituate was ranked 3rd last year. Then in the Final Four, they beat Shawsheen 2-1 in Stoneham in a neutral venue. And then in the championship, they took down number 1 Nauset. So Marblehead eliminated the top 3 seeds for Division 3 last year. There's a shot that Burge saves with the glove. And there's a chance they will get the same 3 seeds this year, but potentially in reverse order. If they win this game, a potential matchup and rematch with Nauset and the Elite 8. Then they could potentially play the 2 seed or the 3 seed in the Final Four. And then Medfield ranked 2nd. A potential state championship matchup. But again, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. There's a shot from a tough angle that Burge makes the stop on. Wilkie the shooter. This Dracut offense has really been carried by 3 guys this season. Lesniak, DeRoss, and Wilkie have racked up 124 points combined between the 3 of them. Still on the power play here for Dracut. Burge makes another stop. Leo looks locked in tonight. Really good clear there by Radovsky. That'll kill some time off the power play. Now down to 35 seconds. And 8:35 left in the second period. Radovsky tries to lay a hit, but he's the one who goes down. Pass near side. It's Medeski who plays it in. Around the boards, the puck goes to Blakely on the other side. Back to Medeski and Blakely. Now it pops out to DeRoss. Wilkie able to stay on his skates, couldn't get the pass in the slot where he intended for it to go, and they score. He plays it back out above the circle, and it rings off the post and in. Drew DeRoss ties the game. Just mentioned how lethal DeRoss and Wilkie are as a combination. You add Lesniak to that with the 124 combined points between the three of them. But those two on the power play tie the game at 1. Both teams with a power play goal. And this now may come down to who can play the cleaner game going forward, because neither team able to kill off a penalty. Headers are 1 for 2 on the power play, and Dracut 1 for 1. Here's a turnover by Dracut. Sets up Monaco, drops a pass over to Gallo. He was trying to get it back to Monaco, but it was broken up. And Headers able to keep the puck in the zone with 7:35 left. Gallo goes to get it. He gets crunched against the boards hard by Luke Teta. Another really good player for Dracut. They bring it up ice and they shoot low, and it's scooped off the ice by Burge. Wilkie, the trigger man. Headers win the defensive zone draw, a crucial one. Up ahead to Radovsky. He has space, but he's closed in on by Panagakis, who pins him on the boards, jars the puck loose, and it will break the blue line. Possessed by Dracut, pushed forward by Andrew Mullen, number 9, in the blue sweater. Taken away from him by Dolan, up to McDonald. McDonald across, Radovsky fires, and Cole closes down on the puck for the save. Face off kept in for the moment by the Headers, then cleared by DeRoss. Laramie plays it in his own zone. Breaks the blue line by about a foot before sent back into the neutral zone, and now for a second time through that area into the defensive zone for the Headers. There's a high shot that sizzles past the shoulder of the net. Burge might have got a piece of it. Second shot is blocked. Rebound by Vigniant. As he fell down, he put it over the crossbar. It opens up a 2-on-1 for the Headers, but Monaco lost the puck across center ice. Ferrero was there behind him trailing the play. He had it for a moment, but he couldn't keep the puck on his stick. Now a 1-on-2. Vigniant sends it diagonally into the corner. His shot goes wide. That was a great opportunity for the Headers, and unlike Monaco, unable to control the puck long enough to work the 2-on-1. Under 5.5 minutes left. Here's a turnover. Hart fires, blocker save, rebound in the slot. Hart's gonna have a second chance, and he scores! Headers. And that is what you call a juicy rebound. As it bounced right back into perfect position for Hart to follow his shot and finish it.
Assisted by number 25, Hayden Gallo. And number 8, Crew Monaco. Time to goal at 9:40 in the second period. That's Hart from Gallo and Monaco at 9:40.
Gallo and Monaco pick up the assists on the play, but that was all Kyle Hart. Under 5 to play in the second, and the Headers have the lead again. Off the glass, the puck spins down to Cole, and some snow kicked up in his face by McDonald, and Cole wants a piece of McDonald, comes out of the crease. Didn't like that, and McDonald's gonna go to the box for it. That's soft. He knew what he was doing, but that's part of hockey. And that'll send Dracut back on the power play, where the Headers just surrendered a goal on the last penalty kill. They've got to be strong for this 2 minutes.
Marblehead penalty assessed number 17, London McDonald. 2 minor for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call. Again, in my opinion, that's just part of hockey. What a save by Burge on his back. Gets his stick out, shuts down the side of the net and denies that golden opportunity for Dracut to tie it. And the puck clears. Big hit, and the crowd loves it. Shorthanded chance, and Radovsky, as soon as he touched the puck, the whistle blows. As some more extracurriculars as Radovsky and Vigilant are talking to each other. Easy for me to say. And they're going to send Radovsky to the box. What are you doing? Are you kidding me? Let the boys play. A 5-on-3 coming here for Dracut. The Headers student section letting the referees know what they think about it. And for once, I agree with them. Feingold and Dolan are the 2 defensive players out there for the Headers, along with Kyle Hart, forced into the defensive position in this 5-on-3 for 1:05. Tipped ahead, Hart gonna try to chase it down. Gets to it first. A soft hit by Blakely, about as soft as those last 2 calls. Here comes Dracut across the blue line. They fire a shot blocked by Dolan. Sent out to the blue line. Back down into the face-off circle. One-timer, and they score. Burge thought he had it, but it went by him glove side, and Matt Lesniak ties the game on the 5-on-3. It's 2-2 with 3:23 left in the second period. Still a 5-on-4 here for Dracut for 1:05, as that goal negated the first penalty.
Dracut goal scored by number 4, Matthew Lesniak, assisted by Bo Blakely, and number 22, Brendan Medeski. Time of the goal, 11:37 in the second period.
That shot got blocked right in front of Burge.
Blakely and Medeski at 11:37.
Pass from the blue line. Laramie controls in the slot. Sends it up ice to Monaco. Short-handed chance here for the Headers. Monaco trying to send it above the crease, looking for Sullivan, but it ended up underneath the pads of Cole. Took him a second to realize it was there, but he covers it. 2:30 left in the second. 21 seconds left on the Dracut power play. Dracut forced into a defensive zone draw here that the Headers win. Laramie fires. Cole couldn't catch it cleanly. Rebound controlled by McDonald, but then he lost it. Here come the Middies across the blue line. Haubner loses the puck off his head, right back to Laramie and to Hart, and that should get us back to full strength, which it does. Radovsky out of the box. Back on the ice. Hart heads off, exchanges for Sullivan. 2 minutes left in the period. Back to 5-on-5. McDonald looking to intercept the pass, but it gets by him. Also past the intended target, Jake Haubner, all the way down the ice. Dolan sends it off the glass, back in front of the Headers bench. Picked up there by Vigiant. He turns it over. It's Radovsky pushing it forward into the faceoff circle as he got hit. Possession back to the Middies. Dumped in by Castango as he tries to run it down. He won't get there. Nice job defensively by Feingold to retrieve it and clear it into the neutral zone, and now through. McDonald chasing down his counterpart, number 17, Vigiant, who brings it across the blue line. Feingold knocks him off his route. Jars the puck loose into the corner. Feingold with a couple of excellent defensive plays here in the last minute or so, after he was a part of the 5-on-3 that gave up the tying goal. No, he was discouraged by his body language, but the Headers turn it over again here, and Middies take the lead. No goal! Wait! With 46 seconds left, the referee waves off the goal. And he goes to the scorer's table to emphasize it. No goal. We stay tied at 2. Burge got caught on the left side of the net. They did put it in, but I guess it was, there's confusion in the arena on why that did not go in. I'm looking around at some of the fans to help me out on why it didn't count. Not sure they would call an offsides that late. Potentially thrown in with his hand, but it didn't look like that. A confusing play, but for the Headers it works out as they take that off the board without ever even putting it up on the board. We'll try to figure it out during the intermission. There's 35 seconds left in the second, and the game still tied at 2. There's a wrist shot that got blocked in the slot. Wyman, his shot blocked from close range. Popped back in by the Headers with 15 to play in the second. Now a long pass just through the face-off circle in the center of the ice, and a massive hit crumbles down. I believe that's Gallo or Ryan. It's Jimmy Ryan, who got absolutely crushed and is yet to get up. A dirty hit from Dracut. Drew DeRoss knows he's spending the next 2 minutes in the penalty box. He's opened the door, just waiting for him to call his number, but now the concern is for Ryan as the training staff from both teams is out to check on him. And I can't believe the Headers are as calm as they are. With Monaco and Hart standing in front of the Dracut bench, their concern is with their teammate. They like to see that poise by those two players to get Ryan back on his feet and off the ice instead of engaging with the Dracut bench. DeRoss steps into the penalty box with 4.9 seconds left in the period. That is a 5-minute major against DeRoss. Forget about 2 minutes. He's going to have a long time to think about that one, especially with the intermission coming. And after potentially surrendering the go-ahead goal to Dracut, now the Headers will have a great chance with 5 minutes on the penalty clock when we start the third period, 4:56 to be exact. The Headers with a great chance to take the lead when we get back from the break. We hope that Jimmy Ryan is all right. But we are at the end of the second in a 2-2 tie in the 8 and 9 matchup here in the Division III MIAA tournament. Before we go, we'd like to remind you that MHTV is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. If you're enjoying this production of MHS Sports on MHTV, and I know you are, please consider making a donation by visiting our website, marbleheadtv.org, and clicking on the donate button when you get there. Stay tuned for the third period.
This is Sean Dolan, captain of the Headers hockey team, and you're watching MHS Sports on MHTV. Now back to the game.
All right, welcome back for the third period on MHS Sports on MHTV for the MIAA Division III State Tournament. The number 9 and number 8 team tied at 2. The Headers with 4:55 on a 5-minute major power play to begin the third period. It looked like Dracut took the lead minutes before the second period ended. The goal was waved off. The referee said that the goal was kicked in by the Dracut player, so we remain tied at 2 here in the third. It's an intense battle out on the ice, also an intense battle off the ice in the stands, as a fight just broke out between the two fan sections, with one of the Marblehead players arrested and thrown out of the arena. One of the fans, I'm sorry, I said players, one of the fans, one of the students, taken out by Salem police. Definitely didn't intend to leave here in handcuffs, but they did. And the intensity on the ice continues, as number 4, Matt Lesniak, gets destroyed against the near boards, and that will even things up on the ice for at least a couple of minutes as London McDonald heads to the penalty box for the Headers. Oh, tensions really, really boiling over here on and off the ice between these two teams. Past center ice off Kyle Hart's stick It ends up with Crew Monaco, and he dumps it in. Well, Monaco and Hart are the goal scorers tonight for the Headers.
17, London McDonald, 2 minor for interference. Time of penalty, 15 seconds of the third.
McDonald, Gallo, and Monaco have assists. Here is Crew, going to take a 1-on-3 across the blue line. Kept his footing for a moment, but then lost the puck and went down. So we're playing 4-on-4 here to begin the third. Across the blue line goes Lesniak. Lost it. Good play by the Headers defense. Tapped in by Gallo, didn't get a lot of it, doesn't go very far past the blue line. Now an outlet pass, they're on sides. Here's Lesniak, he didn't get the shot off cleanly. Burge made the stop, and now he clenches his skates together to secure the puck between them. I thought that was going to trickle by him. Burge with a bit of a fist pump. Not sure if that was a fist pump because he was happy he made the save, or a fist bump saying, let's get the defense to be stronger in front of me. That can't happen. Hart lost his stick, tried to get up and grab his stick, got cross-checked from the back by Lesniak, no call. Hart had his eyes on the official the entire time. The official lets him play. So McDonald's penalty has expired already. That was a quick 2 minutes. The Headers still have 2 minutes left on their power play on the 5-minute major. The major coming on Drew DeRoss, the coach's son, on his hit on Jimmy Ryan. A dangerous hit right in front of the Dracut bench before the period ended. A minute and a half left on that one as Hart fires wide of the post. Back to Hart. Shoots high off the blocker of Cole and off the glass. McDonald controls. Pass out of reach of Hart, not a good one by Dolan. That needs to be crisper. Dolan with it here, he'll fire. It bounces out of the glove of Cole. Short rebound out in front. The Headers want a penalty. I'm not sure they're going to get one. Oh, what was going on the back end as the puck continues forward. Another camera is up ice. But Monaco was down, wrapped up with Cole, and one of the Dracut players grabbed him, what would be considered a horse collar in football, by that part of his jersey, and pushed him down, then tried to pick him up, pretending that he didn't push him down. Referee was right there, and they're continuing to let these two teams play, but this could get out of hand and ugly quickly. Referees need to take control of this game. Final 15 seconds before we get back to 5-on-5. Dracut, I guess, has done a nice job of killing off this 5-minute major, as there's a shot on Cole from close range just above the crease that he makes a save on. There's a second chance by Laramie, redirected in front by Wyman, and it goes by the far post. What a tip by Wyman, and he almost scored. We're back to full strength. 5 minutes left in regulation, tied at 2. Again, Dracut thought they took the lead. 9.5 minutes left. I thought that was fast. There's an obstruction for me between my view of the scoreboard. So 9:46 left. It cut the 9 right in half. I thought it was 5 minutes left. It's like, wow, that 10 minutes went fast. Back to full strength now. Face-off controlled by Dracut. Sent to the length of the ice, and it'll be icing. Back to my previous thought. Dracut thought they had broke the tie at the end of the second period. The referee said that the goal was kicked in. Dracut was celebrating. Thought they had taken a 3-2 lead. Then they committed the 5-minute major, and they just got out of that unscathed. This is flipped up off the glass towards center ice. Feingold has it. Gets around the check. He shoots, and Cole makes the save. Feingold is a sophomore. He's had an outstanding season. That would have been his first goal of the year. He's got 10 assists, though. He's a setup man. That goes in! That goes in! A tip-in by Wyman. To make it 3-2 Headers. The puck in slow motion crosses the goal line. His tip moments ago went wide. That time it dropped down to the ice. And its momentum took it across the goal line to beat Cole. Give the Headers the lead. Here's a quick shot that Burge turns away as the Middies try to get it back. Played out from beneath the goal line out in front. And the tip in, Burge up for that stop too. And another, a redirect. He thought he stopped it cleanly, he didn't. And a nice job by the Headers to clear it. I believe we have offsides. Icing is the call. Oh, high stick, sorry. Thank you, John. .8:39 left in regulation. The Headers lead at 3-2. Change of direction by Castango. Behind the net. His pass gets by its target. Back out to the blue line. The Middies shoot. Save made. Vigilant the shooter. It gets past Vigilant. Opens things up for Radovsky. Chases it down in the corner. Met there by Haubner. Pushes it forward to McDonald. Back to Radovsky. Looking middle. One-timer past the post. Sullivan the shooter. Sullivan back on it. He gets spun down. McDonald has the puck. Radovsky calling for it in the corner. Didn't receive it cleanly. Looking towards the blue line, but instead goes back to McDonald. McDonald wants the slot. Goes back to Radovsky instead. Radovsky back to McDonald. McDonald gets pinned against the boards and taken down by Vigilant. Radovsky in there to help him out to Ryan, who's back in the game after taking that hard hit. He couldn't stop it at the blue line. It's flipped up. Back and secured by the Middies defense. Sent up ice. Dolan will chase it down. Hart in the defensive end. Pushes it indirect off the boards. Gallo tries to clear. Gets into the attacking zone for the Headers. The only player back there is Monaco. Trying to pester the two defensive players for Dracut, who are able to clear it to center ice before it's sent back in by Dolan, and he'll head off. The Headers with the 3-2 lead with 6:40 left, trying to snap the 11-game win streak for Dracut as they've made their way into the round of 16. The Headers won a rematch of the state final with Nauset, the undefeated team. If they can get there, they have a good chance. But Dracut trying to keep them from that with a hard shot from Lesniak that goes wide to the near side. Here's another one-timer off the glass. Burge might have got a piece on the way through. But that was by Panagakis, who looks like a professional hockey player out there. Looks like he's double the size of everybody else out on the ice. And that big man took a big shot from the blue line that whistled past the goal. Defensive zone draw coming here for the Headers. Sullivan wins the draw. Dolan sends it in front of the Marblehead bench. It clears the blue line. Sent back in by the Middies. Burge taps it aside. Controlled by the Headers. A hit laid by the Middies. Now they intercept the pass. Across the blue line comes Blakely. Blakely fighting for it. Challenged hard. Tries to wrap around. It's taken away. Good defensive play by Monaco. Up ahead for Radovsky. He fires over the shoulder of the goal and out of play. Monaco into the corner. And it's cleared. That'll be icing. 5:34 left in regulation. The Headers lead 3-2. Hoping to advance to the Elite Eight. Not really sure I'm allowed to call it that. A round of 8 for the MIAA. But any team that gets there, they are elite. Here's to Ross, sends it in on target. Burge sticks it away. Cleared by the Headers and slapped back in by number 6, Panagakis. Long pass, just off the blade of Monaco's stick. Dolan off the boards towards center ice. McDonald across off the boards. Radovsky can't get there, and it flips up out of play. The Headers started this season as one of the hottest teams in the state, continuing off the state championship last year. 15-2-1 to begin the year. Lost their last 3 going into the tournament. Won in the final seconds over Blackstone Valley a couple of nights ago. On top here, 3-2 with 4.5 left in the round of 16. Radovsky loses his footing, gives the puck away, but it's kept in. They're trying to snap an 11-game win streak for the number 9 seed Dracut. They came into the game with all the confidence in the world, off that win streak and beating their opponent 8-1 in an unchallenging round of 32 game where the Headers had to battle for their win. This game could easily be tied at 3. However, the Dracut's third goal was waved off by the officials right before the end of the second period. The officials said that they kicked the puck into the net. They didn't allow it to count. The Headers stacked the right side of the face-off circle, trying to prevent a shot. Had Dracut won it, what the Headers do. Here's Hart. Kyle lost the puck, and he crosses the blue line before the trailer Gallo gets to the puck, so they're offsides. Nauset, number 1 seed, undefeated in Division III, up against Danvers right now as we speak. We'll see who comes out on top of that one. But if Danvers somehow upsets them, Marblehead definitely has the advantage in that matchup. But we could have a rematch of last year's state final in the round of 8. If the Headers are able to hold on. Here's Hart, sends it across through the crease, and they score. It's tapped in. It's 4-2 Headers, and Gallo is the goal scorer. Gallo and Hart worked some magic last round, and they do it again here tonight. With 3:18 left, they lead by 2. Timeout called by Dracut. It looked like Cole had stopped the puck. It might have knocked off the back of his legs and gone in. Gallo poked at it inside the crease and tapped it in. And the Headers have a 2-goal lead late in the third. For now, it looks like a chance at Nauset and a potential second straight state title will continue for the Headers. We'll see if Dracut can come out of this timeout with some firepower. But they need 2 goals, and they need them in a hurry. Connor Cole, the goalie for Dracut, has made over 1,000 saves in his career. He has allowed 4 tonight on a couple that he definitely should have stopped. It's the first time he's allowed 4 goals since January 22nd.
Assistant number 15. Time of the goal, 11:42 in the third period. That's Gallo from Hart at 11:42.
Since the midway point of the season, Kyle Hart has just been unstoppable. Scoring and assisting on so many of the Marblehead goals. Came into the game 4th in points on the North Shore. He has over 15 goals, over 20 assists. He had the assist on the state championship winning goal last year, scored by Ivan Radovsky at the Garden. It's easy to say that Kyle Hart is the heart and soul of this team. 2.5 minutes left to play. Time running out on Dracut's season. Keep an eye on Connor Cole. He'll head to the bench eventually. They'll try to get a 6th skater on there, but not if they can clear. Here's McDonald. He wants to really end it. He lost the puck off his blade behind the net. Laramie keeps it in. McDonald, who's been quiet over the last handful of games after leading the team on offense the entire season for the most part, before kind of giving the reins to Kyle Hart. Here's McDonald, who wants to finish it, and a glove save by Cole. They were not more than a couple of feet from one another. That was an excellent stop by Cole. But you can feel it. Dracut feels deflated. They know their season potentially coming to an end here. The Headers with a 2-goal lead still have it in their attacking end. Now it clears, it rolls on the puck on its end, gets to center ice, stopped by Dolan and sent back in. They want a chance for Cole to get out of the net, but that's not going to do it because Panagakis iced it. 90 seconds left. Hart slides confidently into the face-off circle against Luke Teta. Teta wins it, slapped around by Vigilant. Dolan goes to get it. He sends it back around in front of the scorer's table. Dracut still looking for the time to pull their goalie Cole, and now he heads off. Trying to maintain a possession in the attacking end, but it breaks the blue line. Hart's going to chase it down. Panagakis will get there first.
1 minute remaining in regulation. 1 minute.
1 minute left. Hart took the puck away, shot it off the side of the net. But a 2-goal lead for the Headers here with 48 seconds left. The puck is iced by Dracut. Cole's going to have to pop back into the net here. This one is all but over. You can pencil them in. The Headers, for the second year in a row, unless something wild happens, are headed to the final 8 in Division 3. Here's Wyman, a takeaway, sent to the slot to McDonald. He couldn't get the shot off. 30 seconds left. He's surrounded by blue jerseys, but still battling for it. It's pulled off the boards by Dracut. Flipped up ahead. The puck off the boards. The pass offline. Pushed back in. Final 10 seconds before Rocket Arena erupts. Dracut has given up. The game is over. And the Headers are headed to the final 8 with a potential rematch of the state final with number 1, Nauset, the only undefeated team in Division 3. What a game that will be. The Headers will have a few days to collect themselves before that one, but they took care of business here tonight in the round of 16, snapping Dracut's 11-game win streak. Leo Burge was outstanding. Kyle Hart was the man once again on offense. It's a 4-2 Headers win. The teams will shake hands. I don't think the student sections will. And before we go, one final message from the MIAA. A well-rounded education is one that is not only academically oriented, but one that also includes physical, social, and emotional development. Interscholastic athletics provide the other half of education. The MIAA encourages you to support your local high school athletic teams throughout the school year and support them in the final 8 of the MIAA Division 3 tournament, because that is where we are headed. Once again, the final score inside Rocket Arena tonight, 4-2. The Headers continue the dream of repeating as state champions. For all of us here at MHTV Sports, I'm Jess Burton. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.